long-term revenge you've ever committed to after someone insulted you? My wife's best friend insulted her at her own wedding, so I've spent 2 years slowly destroying her self-esteem with fake compliments. Her name is Sarah, and she's one of those people who thinks spending $20,000 on a wedding makes her royalty for a week. She planned this 3-day marathon event with 4 different outfit changes, 2 ceremonies, and mandatory fun that started at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday. We're not party people, but my wife Emma wanted to support her friend. Day 1 was some pretentious dinner that lasted 3 hours, then Sarah demanded everyone go dancing afterward. We politely said we had to work the next morning and left. The next day at brunch, Sarah made this big show of telling everyone how amazing the dancing was and how even elderly people and children stayed out until 2 a.m. She looked right at Emma when she said it, like we'd personally ruined her night by having jobs. Then came 2 back-to-back ceremonies in the same day. Different locations, different dress codes, different everything. By day 3, Emma had done her hair and makeup 4 separate times for this woman's ego trip. We dragged ourselves to the final brunch, Emma looking gorgeous in her 4th carefully chosen outfit. Sarah walked up to us and said, "Oh, hi babe, wow, you look so comfy." The tone was pure venom. Like Emma had shown up in pajamas instead of the cute sundress she'd stressed over picking. Emma's face fell. She tried to laugh it off, but I saw the hurt. This was her best friend since college, and Sarah had just publicly humiliated her for not trying hard enough at someone else's wedding. Emma made excuses for weeks afterward. She said Sarah was just stressed from wedding planning, that she didn't mean it that way. But I knew exactly what Sarah meant. She wanted everyone to worship her for 3 days straight, and Emma's mere existence as a put-together woman was somehow threatening. That's when I decided Sarah needed a long-term lesson in humility. The first time I saw her after the wedding, I walked up with the biggest smile. I said, "Sarah, I love how you don't care about vanity. Just go with that natural look and who cares what people think." Her face went blank. She couldn't figure out if I was complimenting her confidence or calling her ugly. Perfect. At Emma's birthday dinner, I tried again. Sarah showed up 20 minutes late, as usual. I said, "I wish I could have your attitude about arriving whenever. I'm always so uptight about being on time for things." She laughed nervously and said thanks, but I could see her wondering if I'd just called her chronically late. The next month at a group happy hour, Sarah was wearing this outfit that was trying way too hard. I looked her up and down and said, "You look super comfy tonight." She touched her dress and asked if it was too casual. I said no, it was perfect, but she spent the rest of the night adjusting her clothes. Emma started noticing Sarah asking weird questions. Did her makeup look okay? Was her outfit appropriate? Did she seem put together enough? Sarah, who used to be insufferably confident, was second-guessing herself constantly. I kept going. At a housewarming party, Sarah was talking about some expensive skincare routine. I said, "That's so cool that you're not worried about that stuff. The natural aging process is beautiful." She went quiet and excused herself to the bathroom. When she came back, she'd reapplied her entire face. At Emma's work party, Sarah showed up in designer everything, trying way too hard to look impressive. I said, "I love that you don't feel pressure to dress up for these things. So refreshing." She spent the whole night asking people if she looked underdressed. The best part is watching her brain work. Every time I say something, her smile freezes for just a second. She can't figure out if I'm being nice or if I'm slowly poisoning her confidence. Because that's exactly what I'm doing. Emma thinks I'm just being friendly, but Sarah knows something's wrong. She just can't prove it. At last weekend's barbecue, Sarah spent an hour getting ready and showed up looking perfect. I said, "You always look so effortless." I wish I didn't have to try so hard with my appearance. She asked Emma 3 times if her hair looked messy. 2 years later, the woman who once called my wife comfy with that nasty tone now questions everything about how she looks. She's constantly asking for validation, constantly worried she's not trying hard enough. Every fake compliment I give her is payback for that moment when she made Emma feel small. She created this insecurity in my wife, so now she gets to live with it herself. Have you ever had to defend someone you love from their so-called best friend? What's the most creative way you've gotten back at someone who insulted your partner? Let me know in the comments below.